I am going to give presentation of highlight of this model, and here is 3 points which I am going to talk about: what went well, milestone, and first time. So flow of the presentation. So here I will talk about what went well, milestone, and first time. So what went well? So sometimes I did more math in some week, and I tried to focus.
Because I'm not able to find a pen. Can I borrow a pen?
We are not.
Okay.
We didn't have the pen.
No, she's saying already I'm late. 40 seconds.
3 minutes.
I was looking for a pen. I need a pen to make notes. Thank you. You're so kind.
So sometimes I did more math in some week, like 4 hours, more than 3 hours, more than 4 hours. I achieve more than 4 hours math timing, more than 4 hours and less than 5 hours. And I try to do focus study, like in this, like example, in this week I did, in this whole week I did focus study 19 hours 30 minutes total. So I try to do focus study in this week, in this model, and this model I did math more than 3 hours and one time more than 4 hours. And this model in 1 week I achieved my promise 5 days. Yeah, I think this is this is the 1 week where I achieved my promise 5 days. And this model in 1 week my seva average was more than 1 hour, because this was the first week, and I think last week also there I achieved my seva average is 1 hour 11 minutes. So these are the points which went well. And milestone, first time. So I went first time Madanpur Thana for a talk with SO, and I went, and second point is I went first time to block and talk with BDO, block development officer.
तो when मदनपुर थाना and block इतने ये दोनों मर्ज होते हैं.
मर्ज होते
हैं. Why you had different? Why you had different?
Different things to different things and different time happened. And I achieved till 4 hour math time. This was the first time in 4 hour time math time, not average in a day. So this was first time in this model, in this whole model. So yeah, milestone, first time. And I solved question and answer in my own word as per my understanding in science. Like first I complete all the chapters, and then I understand, and then all the question answer I solve in my own words. I write it answer in my own words, and one thing is missing, like 2 points is missing. First is I cut a tree in this model, and I started to make jhula in this model. So 2 things is different, and here I did not mention, because before this presentation मुझे वो याद आया, so that's why I did not mention here. But this was 2 things, milestone and first time, which I did in this model. Finish. Highlight of this week. Now you have any question about?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I need to. I
What is the name of this presentation?
Highlight of this model.
Highlight of this model.
Highlights of this model.
Model
Highlights of this module. Kindly go back to the first slide. First of all, why are we presenting like this? The recording should show the speaker and the presentation. Why are we not utilizing the device that we have to do a proper presentation? Oh, that is the reason.
Yeah, light monitor.
So that you are practicing your skills. Because what I see is that if we do like this, we will, it is recording the presentation, I will just read it from the presentation. Where are my public skills, presentation skills coming alive? This is an opportunity that we need to utilize. instead of being comfortable. Yeah, it's easy to be comfortable, but are you here to be comfortable or challenged?
Challenge.
Okay, so then we will attempt to always go for a challenge, right?
You want to? You will do this or should we do it there?
Who's the next presenter? Who's
No, I will
presenting?
do continuously 3 presentation. I will complete.
So next one you can present here. That's true.
Oh, yeah. नहीं मैंने आपको शेयर किया है.
No, Didi will do more. Sometime I did more math in some week. What? Can you be more specific? What is more math? So like
more
hours.
more hours. Like it is difficult in the starting. It was in when I was completing my class 6. There I achieved till 6 hours. Maybe 6 hours.
How can it turn to? We need to see you. We are now. We don't need to see this. We need to see you.
We have
It gets boring when you see a recording and there is only this. We need to see the human being.
See, this is a human being here.
Is her face visible?
Yet.
When I was completing class 6, so there I achieved maybe 6 hour math, 6 hour timing math in a day. So, but in this model and before this model also I did not achieve maybe more than 3 hours. But this model I achieved more than 4 hour timing of math, maybe 1 day or 2 days, and less than 5 hours. So yeah, this is the sometimes I did more than math in some week, like in 1 week, 1 or 2 weeks. No, not 1 or 2 weeks. Sometimes I did more than 3 hour math, and 1 day I did more than
3 hours? You mean in a day?
yeah, in a day. In a day, more than 3 hours. Like I can example this week I did 3 days, more than 3 hour math and less than 4 hour math. And in 1 week I
In a day?
yeah, in a day.
Every day?
No, not that.
Or 5 days?
3 days.
From
3 days.
3 days you did 3 hours of math. So that's also 9 hours. 9 hours of math.
No, this week my average of math is
What?
total 18 hours I did.
18 hours. You did, right?
More than 18 hours, less than 19 hours. I don't know exact time. And so in 1 week I did more than 4 hours. 1 week in 1 day, in 1 or 2 day I did more than 4 hours math and less than 5 hours.
Now there is one thing. I'm sure this is missing, and I'm sure it was there when I asked initially. What is missing here?
Milestone.
What went well may? There is a follow-up question on this.
Why?
Yes. Why?
Oh, it's many tired.
It has to be. There's no
Yeah.
possible, because what went well we need to know, but why it went well so that we can be able to replicate it and do it again. It has to be. In everything it has to be. The why is so important.
So this is, I did math till more than 3 hours, more than 4 hours, because I had, my mindset is I have to complete this week, this chapter, like in some week maybe 3 or 4 weeks till 3 or 4 weeks, my mindset is I have to complete class 8. So that's why I did spend more time in math. That's why I did 3 hours, 4 hours. So because of my mindset to complete this, like I have I fixed a goal for to complete this chapter to this day to till this week. That's why I did more math.
No, Didi, you have fixed goals many times before. But this time it happened, other times it was not
because-
happening. What is the difference?
Because this.
What is the secret sauce?
Secret
Secret
is
thought
not
that
what-
maybe हम भी ले लेते हैं.
We know.
Now I have to complete till class 10th before till
It is
June,
about
maybe last
mindset.
June.
It is about
So,
mindset.
नहीं, मुझे class 10th का
We have to analyze what is in the mindset.
मुझे class 10th का exam देना, because I have so much pressure.
I know why it is happening. Because of process. Because of Tana.
One day I was sleeping.
ताना मारा जाता है इनको. ताना मारा जाता है. लात हम भी मारते हैं.
One day I was sleeping, so my mother said, in the morning I was sleeping, maybe 6 o'clock I think. So she said, 10 नहीं पास की, तुम्हारे एज के बच्चे 10 पास कर लिए, 12 पास कर लिए. So suddenly I just wake up, so that's why I don't want to hear many times. So that's why I said I have to complete class 10, I have to give exam of class 10. So वो जो चल रहा है, जो प्रेशर है फिलहाल के लिए वो थोड़ा कम हो जाए. That's all. Because
I
of
always
pressure.
think. I also think.
He also said all the time.
All the time.
He told you.
Yeah.
I
वो
say.
भी ताना मारता है.
दस तो पास कर लीजिए.
दस तो पास कर लीजिए. आपसे ऐसे आप जब
शर्म कर लीजिए.
दस तो पास
शर्म कर लीजिए. 10 नहीं पास की, शर्म करिए. क्लास 10 तो पास कर लीजिए. He said like this. So I have pressure from my house also. So because of pressure, I think I need to. That's why I'm sitting in the same.
You think this is positive or negative pressure?
Negative.
Positive.
Positive and
And
positive.
negative, sometimes like I take stress, I feel like I cannot do, sometimes I feel inferior, but sometimes it becomes in positive. Like I'm doing more math, I'm spending time in math more. I try to solve, I try to complete classes. Sometimes it's positive and sometimes
Then
it's
it's
negative.
Interesting. Again, now for the achievement of promise of 5 days, is this the motivator?
I achieved promise more than 5 days because means like one day I don't know उसमें क्या हुआ था, but हम जो प्रॉमिस करते हैं उस हिसाब से उसको करने की भी एक सुबह में जब आते हैं उस हिसाब से हम प्रॉमिस करते हैं. हम 5:30 बजे आ रहे हैं तो 12 घंटे का प्रॉमिस है बिकॉज वी कैन डू 13-hour टाइमिंग सेंटर.
आपको मालूम है बच्चा.
ठीक है, मुझे इसका नहीं मालूम है, उसका कोई reason
Dear, how much time did you take about it?
no, because of going exposure.
Oh.
Because of go exposure. Because I did it all
Which
time.
model?
To achieve exposure trip, we have to complete the promise.
No.
Acha.
More time in center.
More time in center.
If we do more time in center, तो promise automatically आती.
More time in center because our promise is also maybe 11 hour, 12 hour, 12 hour 30 minute, 11 hour 30 minute like this. So if I am 6 hour only for Saturday.
मैंने बोला अपना मैंने दिया है 1 week.
तो ऐसा that's why जो promise अगर ज़्यादा अचीव करेंगे तो exposure will be. In this model in 1 week my seva average was more than 1 hour.
What does this mean?
Means that in this week, this was the first week. In maybe I started 11 week. 11 week is already gone, and in this in 11 week there is only 1 week where I achieved more 1 hour 11 minute seva in center.
You mean daily?
Yeah, average. Daily average.
Because this one in 1 week my seva average was more than 1 hour. It looks like in the whole week it was more than 1 hour.
Average.
Here there is no average.
seva average.
In
My
1
age.
week my seva average. Acha, weekly average.
Yeah.
With average होना चाहिए. My
1 hour
seva
11
weekly
minute.
average.
हाँ.
1 hour
It is
11 minute.
some lack of clarity is there because otherwise, the confusion would not come in the mind.
Sentence formation.
There is something that can be formed in a better manner, yes. So that the message is clear to the receiver. That yes, daily more than 1 hour has been happening.
If I am talking about average, so daily 1 minute, so more than 1 minute.
Okay.
I heard what you shared about milestones, but I have not heard that why was it, well, it was a milestone because it was the first time, But what was exciting about it
Excitement for this.
means what was special about it? Or what was unique about it?
That all the thing in this model was in first time. First time I went to Thana and talked with her, so that was
Exciting.
yeah,
Talking-
excitement also
talking
and
with him.
fear also, because I did not before this I did not talk even जब हम when we saw the police हम घर में भाग जाते हैं because of fear. But I talked with her, so that was I was
That was it.
excited also, and I was thought that it.
He
One
was
thing was
fear.
In English?
I was in English I can say I was fear to talk with SO, and
Also
I have
exciting.
excitement. I was excited to talk with SO also. Both things was on same time.
I don't fear. मुझे तो ऐसे exciting थोड़ा था.
That's why you just ran away from the gate.
थड़ा मारी थी ऐसे. थड़ा मारी. डर नहीं लग रहा, थड़ा मारी.
And what about the BDO?
Video, block.
So I went first time at there I was not fear. I was not fear, but
Not maybe scared?
yeah, I was not scared. I was excited to talk with video
मुझे मजा आ रहा था बात करने में.
because he was very calm. He was very kind. It means he said come and sit in front of him. Me and Gopal we were sitting in front of him.
We were back.
And we
He
were-
taller.
We were sitting
actually
there.
at back.
So he said no, come front.
Come front and then
What
talk.
is
of-
video?
Video is the officer of block. Who manage block.
And what do they do?
Light.
कुछ villages are there.
पूरे block तो देखते हैं. They have two
block
blocks.
there are so
No
many
block.
villages. In one block there is maybe 28.
90.
No, there are
90,
20.
80. He said 18.
28.
28 village.
28
and
village, and he is watching all the
we-
क्या जरूरत
that
है.
video
All
has
the
two blocks inside. Two blocks. Two blocks. Two blocks. In my hand.
He is doing manage.
Managing
He is
two
managing
blocks.
the
Two blocks.
28 block. 28
village.
village.
Two blocks.
But how he is managing? What he is managing?
He only like sometimes he said about making no. He said what is happening in the block.
What
The
is
need
happening?
for village.
We go and take milk. We boil the milk.
Right there.
We study like what?
Need for a
What-
village.
What
What type
development?
of means which thing
What
need
development?
What development?
Wait a minute. Wait
for
a second.
education road.
Presentation after.
आप बता रहे हैं तो बताइए. आप तो कब से बता रहे हैं, स्टार्टिंग से बता रहे हैं.
Your turn will also come.
I do not. I will not give the presentation.
But,
I will give another
okay,
presentation.
now her time is going.
Yeah.
Yes.
So block. He is managing 28 village. He is there are some schemes or go scheme. There road scheme and I think education also. So they are just manage what need for that village and they are provided.
Like
He also manages Amira.
yeah. Lamira also came in with the program.
What he told you about?
I did not ask about this.
Like
So what did you ask about?
I did not ask about what is his duty because CIE said don't ask about his Wiki duty क्या है.
But then what did you ask?
I asked about 3 questions. First, I remember this as 2047 में
विकसित भारत कैसा?
विकसित भारत develop India. What as a student what we can do. This one question I asked and this one question I remember.
And what he said?
And then he said first you have to improve means you have to do study, then you have to do job and जो भी आप करना चाहते हैं. And then you choose one scheme and then do work on it. If you want to choose education, you can choose education and do work on it. He said only this. And then we asked so many questions. Maybe we talked with him 40 minutes or 50 minutes. But I asked many questions about our primary school, about their teacher, why they are not providing a good study. Because I went one day was there. I just say but मैं गई थी, so I told him I went there but they are not providing a good study.
He also tell one more thing, voting.
He said because of voting time, now it is voting time, so their work also जो बाकियों को करना चाहिए, they are doing some extra work.
But we do not pay off that.
So when I asked why they are doing extra work in extra time, he said no. They are not doing extra work in extra time. They are doing all the extra work in that time. They are also saying, he said I already told them कि आप इन्हें extra time में करें, but they are not doing in extra time because then I asked, are you paying for that extra work? He said no, nothing is paying for that work. Then I asked him, is all the extra work they need to do or somebody else? He said no, somebody else, but nobody. हमारे पास उतने आदमी नहीं है. We don't have I can say employment नहीं है, employ नहीं है. That's why I gave him to.
Too tight that.
Then so many questions I asked about only related with education, but I don't remember.
I also had to.
He also asked.
But you recorded it.
I asked him, can I record? He said he did not say anything. Then I did not ask again. And last week we took a picture with him.
We think you mentioned. We think that the blood of it will be not good. The blood of it. That's one thing that हमें लगा कि blood of it में एक दो they are only added there, but you.
Enter his office, and when I came outside, his अंदर की दुनिया बाहर की दुनिया
दोनों
different, बहुत different. So I was confused. I was in the Rudrapur or somewhere else.
हम लोग का वंडर है, हम लोग रुद्रपुर है तो थाने में.
Like in Mumbai. This office में ऐसा था. That's why I was confused when I came outside. I was confused. I am in Rudrapur or somewhere else.
रुद्रपुर में थे रुद्रपुर थे ना
Why solving question and answer in my own words is a milestone?
Because this was in this week I am starting. Before this, when I was in my school, people teacher when we were जो भी blackboard पर लिखाएंगे, we have to write that, copy that. And when I came in the center, in the starting I did not understand many times, but maybe this model, I watched the classes and then there is some questions, so I am trying to solve all the question answer in my own words, so I can do in my. So this is I am just practicing for the right answer in my own words. For this is practice for the writing in class 10th exam. That's why I am just practice for this. For the practice sentence I said now you can write story, make a story and try to write in English a creative story, but that thing I am not doing, but this one I am doing. I am writing question answer in my own words. First understand and then I
finish.
You had mentioned the last that it is not there about the
cut the tree and making
yes.
That was also good.
Please ask them so that in the future whenever you see this presentation you will remember, because now you could remember, but in a year's time you will forget that that was also part of my first timers.
What happened to your finger from? All on the prank and you will live in TV? You will live in TV?
I will not give.
Oh no, I mean he will live on the prank and
Now second presentation is of challenges and how I handled them in this model. So what was difficult for me? So three things difficult for me. Do my time in center 13 hours and do math solve and talk with video and CSO.
copy paste.
Because that was
Copy paste only.
I did not saw your presentation. How can I copy paste from you?
Same teach.
मैंने आपको देखा है ना presentation और आपसे पहले मेरा presentation बन चुका था. So I can say you can copy.
I do not copy. I also do not
क्योंकि
copy.
ये मेरा कल का ही बना हुआ है.
हमारा भी चलता ही बना
And
है.
how did I try to solve? So for CIC, I try to come before 5:30 p.m. so I can do my time in center 13 hours. Sometimes it happens, sometimes not also. Like this means I try to come if I'm coming at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. So in this day, like if today I came at 5, like example today I came at 5:30 before 5:30 a.m. So I have I'm giving example.
You are saying today I take a
I'm giving like today I came at 5:30. So I can today I can go to my house maybe 1.5 hour I can go house. So if I am going 1.5 hours to my house, then also I can complete my time in center 13 hours. So I just try to come before 5:30 a.m. in the morning so I can complete my time in center 13 hours. And sometimes it happens, sometimes not. Sometimes happen like if I am going as per 1.5 hour time, so then I can complete 13 hour time in center. And if I am not going, if I am going as per my time 1.5 hours, so I can do time in center 13 hours. But if I am going more than 1.5 hours, so then I cannot do 13 hour time in center. So for the doing time in center 13 hour, I'm trying to do come before 5:30 a.m. And for math solve, now I'm trying to first complete classes of physics, like I'm doing classes of TW. So first I'm complete all the classes, all the points, and then in one day I complete all the classes. Maybe it takes 1 day or 2 days as per the how difficult that chapter. And then I complete all the exercise. Like example, I can direct and inverse proportion. This was a very easy chapter. So I take maybe half hour, no, 1 hour to complete. In one day I complete the class, and there is many questions. There is 2 exercise, and in only 2 exercise there is 22 questions. अभी example कुछ होगी. So that's why in one day I complete the classes, and on this day I solve exercise 1, and in another day I solve exercise 2. So like this, first I complete the classes and then solve questions. So that is easy if I am doing like this. So easy for solving question also. So now in this model, from week I am doing more math, more pages of math solve. This was also the first time. And try to be calm, polite, and try to just focus on my communication and answer of my questions which they were giving. Like here I said talk with video and CSO. That was difficult for me. So I just I did not. I was scared because of people saying nearby they will वो jail में डाल देंगे, like this. They are saying negative things. That's why I was scared. But I did not think on that what the people said. I just I was there calm, and I was just try to focus what they are saying, what they are answering of my question, and I just try to write down in my notebook. And what do I still need help with? So I try to come early so I can I try to come early in the morning at 5 a.m. so I can, if I'm coming at 5 a.m. so I can go 2 hours in the day. Still I can complete my 13 hour time cycle. So I'm trying to come at 5 a.m. in the morning, and for maths all I try to complete the classes first and then solve questions. And for try to speak more to make confidence in myself. Try to speak in alone or with somebody. Try to speak more in English or Hindi, in any language, but try to speak more in alone also with somebody, to take more, to be more confidence, to bring more confidence in my voice.
Mama is pregnant.
So this,
Mama, make
you have any questions?
Then you go to class, then you continue. Then you go to class.
Candy tiger, not dangerous tiger.
Then you go to next class.
You have to eat food.
What will you feed that you can make more confident?
In any topic, like I will take any topic like
He's eating.
sometimes I talk about how to improve our TIC, how to do, and sometimes in any topic in alone also I try to speak more to bring confidence in my voice. I try to speak about my time center, about my days, how will I do, how will I complete this class, how will I complete these classes.
Yeah. You have anything and I don't have anything.
Any more questions? So this PPT is titled as challenges. Okay, and here I can see you have mentioned 3 challenges. 2 are related to center. 1 is related to exposure trip. Would you say that these are the only 3 challenges that you have gone through in the last module?
One thing more, family situation, that was also challenges for me, but I don't think
What?
I need to put here. Means I was confused, I need to put here or not. That was really difficult for me or not, I was confused. But yeah, that was the challenges, that was difficult to handle the situation. Maybe जो भी 2 दिन 3 दिन हुआ, yeah, that was difficult to handle. But I don't know how to, if I am going to put here that problem, so I am confused, what will I put here? Means what should I write there?
As you said, it's a family issue where you needed to invest time to support your family. Means you can write it in the way that you prefer. Now, the good thing of this center is this it is not only center related. Why we ask you a 24-hour timetable? This whole day, right? It's you entirely. There is no separation as such. So, and this is better when you present, to be able to see your whole life. Instead of dividing your life in, okay, this is only center related, this is how you have the opportunity, where in the future you may not have the opportunity in a workplace. But right now you have the opportunity to put everything together, because then you will be also be able to understand better. We also be able to understand better that really what were your challenges, and despite the challenges that you've had in this module, you've been able to accomplish so many things, right? So bringing the whole elements of the pictures is way much more helpful than just focusing on, okay, the centers are related. Does that make sense?
Only one thing, that was challenges. Not very challenges, because in the center there is freedom. We can do any, means जो भी हम start करें we can do. We don't need to stress about वो गलत हो जाएगा तो सर डांटेंगे. This thing we have freedom.
And then, see, there is also another challenge that you mentioned in your previous presentation.
This one.
Also family related, right? The pressure. Is pressure a challenge or not? Challenges, what does challenges mean?
Difficult लगा होगा. Difficult challenges. कठिनाई.
Khatinai. Right? So in your earlier presentation, you mentioned that there's a lot of pressure at your home as well for this. Is that a challenge? And how they are dealing with it? Is that also a story of your 4th module?
That was not very difficult. It was difficult, but I'm doing on it. I'm solving that.
Okay, thank you.
पूरा खाते
Okay. Khali. Done.
फिर दो
I'll throw when I go outside in the center. I cannot throw.
That was also
It's fine. I'll keep it in my pocket.
That was also difficult, but I'm doing work on it. I'm solving that. Now it is from some days I have no pressure. That's why I did not put it. In starting it was very. In the starting, not very. Sometimes when they are saying, that's why. But
I know.
one time when sir said, जो भी कोई भी अगर कुछ कह रहा है, you just have to you just ignore and do focus on your study.
No, I know.
What they are saying. Sometimes my
It is
mother
a
says,
part
so I
of
just
something.
ignore and just I try to do focus.
I think it is a part of Bala.
All what you mentioned earlier, you know, the morning, what you hear, you know, those are challenges. It is a challenge.
Not very difficult, I thought.
Huh? And neither is talking with the video then. Right?
That was first time.
Huh.
I thought that was
So, facing all that and then that motivating you to do something that, okay, I will do more hours or I have to complete class 8. Those are challenges that help us. Like before we were talking about positive pressure or negative pressure. Right? So in that same manner, family also sometimes creates those situations so that it can help us have some challenges so that, you know, we can deal with certain other things, like in your case, you know, be able to do more TIC or more math. And I think what you mentioned earlier is that how you find, see, you were having a challenge with the math. Here you said the math was challenging, but now you found a way out. Right? You find a way out so that you could do more math solve. So it's pretty similar, just different examples. But these are situations where, okay, I'm not advancing as fast as I want. And you found something which was helping you to advance way much faster. So all these are challenges, and how you deal with them tells us a lot about you. That, you know, you are trying to attempt to solve all your challenges. Good. I just feel like it's very vague, you know. We have to be more specific. There are more challenges. We are just doing our presentations quickly, but we are missing depth. There are more things we have to mention about ourselves. That is the beauty of the view. Just doing for doing, then what is the point? If you do to be able to understand yourself, you will gain way much more.
Do I need to continue another presentation?
You may.
You may till you have to. If you're not, you have to end it.
Yeah, here is. Okay.
If you need to go and have a glass of water, you also may.
I will. After this presentation, I will go and eat food. this is about learning outcome. So learning in 12 week. In 12 week multiply by 7 days multiply by 24
Plan
hours
get-
spent.
Do you have to
What
stop
are
and
you learning?
No.
do another?
मुझे
In
नहीं
this
अच्छा.
plan versus actual.
मैं बस एक्चुअल हो जाऊँ मैं
स्टार्टिंग में था ना.
हाँ
तो अभी इस क्लास से पहले ही वो क्लास दिस प्रेजेंटेशन आई ऑलरेडी मेड एंड सर हैज टेकन द क्लास.
दैट इज मैं फिर रोटी रोटी
Yeah, I have to just only what are you learning here plan versus actual cut के here it will be roti. I write it here roti.
रोटी
So expense I spend 1,848 hours in 7 days. So outcome, my running speed is better, little better, yeah, not very much better, a little better than before, and my math time is also better, and the speaking is better than before because I cannot speak English like this. Means I can say I cannot speak English with you also, but when sir said you have to, if you don't know, but you have to speak. So now I'm trying to speak, so it is little better also. And seriousness about math complete because of complete test and exam. That's why I take. That's why this seriousness for math complete. And I learned how to make presentation on Microsoft in this model, and I learned how to find cube root by prime factorization, and I learned about how to apply salvage. This thing I learned about when in my family problem, which was apply salvage. I applied in family problem.
एग्जांपल
Example I can give like there when that situation happened. So my mind in my mind I have to do like मेरे मन में था let's take out जो भी हम निकाल सकते हैं उसको we have to just take all the जो हम निकाल सकते हैं जो हम ले सकते हैं we have to take that. Means जो भी है अगर जो भी उनके पास है उसमें से हम जितना भी निकाल सकते हैं उतना हम निकालने की कोशिश करें. So this one I did not I was calm. I was not like my mother was frank, so I was not like that. I was very calm and I just try to solve the problem and be calm in difficult situation. Like I was calm on that situation. That was difficult. So and simple I learned simple interest and how to find area of cube, cuboid, cylinder, and I learned process of churning, mixture, decantation, evaporation, sedimentation, sieving, threshing, winnowing, magnetic separation, hand picking, filtration, and I learned exponents and power, and I learned direct and inverse proportion. So some here is not very detailed because I don't have data of routine. I take all this data from the WhatsApp group which I have sent. So I don't have more data of routine. That's why I just write it here. But I think it is not enough. There will be more learnings, but I did not have data. That's why, and I did not write anywhere. So that's why.
What do you mean you don't have data on routine?
Means I don't know.
What you have learned, you don't know. You don't know your learning
I learned
outcomes.
in this model or before this model. There I have confusion.
But if you go to your deep learning presentation, you will see that there are many more things that you have learned than just
Deep
this.
learning presentation is.
Even the keywords which you have used here,
deep
you've actually mentioned way many more keywords in your deep word than
Yeah,
just
in
this.
deep learning.
This is just a small part.
Which are routine.
All the concepts that you have used, all the explanations, you have learned way more topics that you have presented in your deep learning than this. So in Roti you are including the concepts and the titles that you have.
Roti
Is what I am observing
all
here.
the thing. Yeah.
See,
and
area of cuboid, area of
That is-
cylinder, that is of maths, then of the science, all these keywords. So
That is about-
both of math and of science, you have done much more. And if you go to your deep learning presentations, you will find all the concepts that you have written.
But that is also all about in deep learning, I talk about academic, but in roti, I talk about all the things which I have learned.
So that roti should be more, but it's less. I
Yeah.
see less.
Yeah, it is less. I know it is less. So, because I did not write anything.
No, anything. No, there are things, but there are less things. Why there are less
Very
things?
less. All which is written here, it is, I just take from WhatsApp group.
But why from there? Is that the correct place to take the data from?
Because we send there is a roti.
Because, yeah, we sent a roti of week in the WhatsApp group.
So why do you send incomplete roti in the WhatsApp group?
So, not
We
in
do not send incomplete. We do not send so many wheat roti.
From starting we did not send. In starting I did not send. Means we did not send anybody. So maybe we sent maybe 4 or 5 weeks of roti. Maybe this is of 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks.
Yeah, this is of less.
Yeah,
But
this
then,
is less, I know.
but then it is not correct, right? And it would not be correct for anyone if you are taking the data from WhatsApp. You have to take the real learning, your real learnings that you've had. And for that, you will have to go through your, all what you've done in this
When
module.
I think about this model, I just means I don't know how to time gone. Starting से लेके अब तक कैसे time गया? Means I did not understand what I learned. I think about it many times, but I did not understand what I learned. And some things come out, so that thing I thought no, I already learned in before this model also. So there I was confused, and this model gone very fast. I thought in the starting when I think it मुझे कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आया.
But you know which chapter you started in this module.
That is I know.
From this module, you started from chapter whichever, whether for science it was chapter 4 or 6, I don't know. From there onwards,
Maybe second. No, maybe starting.
and in fact it's so much easier, you just have to check your deep learning presentations. There, as you said, deep learning is only a part of it. It's only a part of roti. But it is a part. We have to include
It is
that.
not a part of roti.
That is what Didi said.
Deep learning, it is just a maybe only we cannot put only deep learning. Deep learning से जो भी आपने सीखा है वो सब डालना है. आप ऐसे क्यों देख रहे हैं? अभी तो सुबह में तो क्लास हुई.
I know.
तो आप वहाँ पे कहाँ थे?
But they would.
डीप लर्निंग
अब
डाल
अब-
सकते हैं, बट उसमें अपने इन रूटीन रिटर्न ऑन टाइम इन्वेस्टमेंट जो भी आपने जहाँ भी आपने टाइम जितना भी दिया है what you have learned you put all the things.
Return on
You
time.
mentioned salvage. Salvage maybe it was not in deep learning, but it was something, an experience that
Service
you
is
had.
not in the deep learning.
हाँ.
Running speed is not deep learning.
हाँ.
Math better speaking. Math time is not deep learning. Speaking seriousness.
Right. So there is way much more in roti. However, still this has to be done again because it is incomplete. Right? Now that was only one part. Now there is more slides on this?
No.
Okay.
Only this.
Okay. See, I will not accept better as a word. You have to be specific. Running better, what does it mean? From 3 minutes 50, now I'm doing in 3 minutes.
Not 33. Not
Whatever it is, I'm just giving you an example. Okay?
Everything.
Word better is not acceptable anymore. You are over this. Okay? You have to be specific. You have to tell in numbers or data. Right? Better is very... I'm doing everything better in my life than a week before. Than yesterday. No. We can't do that. Okay?
This is my way.
If we are serious about our learning... Come here. If we are serious about our learning, we have to be what? Specific. How are we going to be specific?
We will write things deeply.
You have taken something?
She said we need to play chair.
No, he's been sitting here for a while. Okay? How will you be specific?
Put exact time.
Exactly. Okay.
Mama,
For exact time, extract data,
Wait.
show some data with that time. Exact time, data.
Okay. So that's very important. See, you know what Didi is written? She said, I run faster now. You also run faster? Can you also run faster? Didi says, my running speed is faster. What else is written? I can't. Or yeah, math time is better. What does math time is better? Acha, wo to 4 hours. Okay? Specific.
Yeah, I
Also.
should write
Yes.
now my
Speaking.
time is
And earlier it was how much? You take my seat. Okay? And before it was, you know what? So that we can understand what is the difference. Actually, the roti mein aapka kya growth hua? Speaking is better. Now, how will you explain me this? How will you quantify this? How will I understand that actually the speaking is better? How can you prove it?
मुझे तो आप एक मॉडल पहले की हुई थी बात.
What is something that you have learned to do better? That now you know what is it? How can you say that you speak better?
for benchmarking before and now.
Benchmarking with what?
Maybe there will be some audio, maybe some speaking or some
Wait,
talking.
come, stay with me.
Grammatically, it is wrong or not.
It is easy.
So have you been doing some grammar work? Is that what you're
It is
saying?
a part
Then
of
how?
me.
What have you done that your speaking is better?
You know what it means?
क्या किया है आपने?
ये किया है भी do है. Learn how to do this.
No, I did not doing. I'm not doing grammar. I'm not doing grammar classes, but I'm doing speaking more.
You are doing more speaking with who? With what?
Sometimes Gopal bhai, sometimes Khate bhai also.
It can cut out.
Okay. So what you are saying is that speaking is
Sometimes alone.
better.
Sometimes alone also.
Speaking is before you were not doing speaking with them in English. Previous module you were not speaking.
He was not busy. He was not busy.
See, this is already a big. It's a qualitative data, but it is. I'm speaking better than before because
No, I did not for each copy.
now I speak
that
with
one you can
both
upload it.
learners
Yeah,
in
yeah.
English and with
Yeah,
myself in
something.
English, right? So
Yeah,
you need to be able to give a reasoning that
Before
makes sense.
English
Seriousness about math
There
complete.
was a exact like mom.
Sorry?
Seriousness about math complete. What does that mean?
It
I
Okay.
have to complete
It
like
was just-
seriously, I have to complete. Maybe in the starting I just
Didi, how is it roti? How is it a roti? Seriousness? How is seriousness
जो भी
roti?
आपके लिए इम्प्रूवमेंट आया है
हाँ.
वो भी लिखना है यार जो भी
Focus. Okay.
focus study if you are doing so
Hmm.
yeah but we are, yeah you are right we have to write number also so we can say like
So
improvement of
math time is better and about math complete. I see them a relation. Maybe like when you here you put the hours, you can connect it also that you have increased your focus, seriousness about it, and you show it by timings. That is why I have increased for 5 hours instead of 2 hours. Means so that उसका भी समझ में आए. I don't know how to make. You already knew how to make presentations.
Yeah, we know.
Huh?
which in Microsoft no
What is Microsoft? What is Microsoft?
I should have PPT.
PPT PowerPoint
Ha.
I don't know
How you don't know? You are making since August. You all are making.
We know, but it did to make into the slide.
Acha. You are
making
seeing
Google
Google
Slides.
Slides. How different it is?
it is different when I
It
use
is very different.
it's
You
not
find
very
it.
different now it is easy it is very easy
It is very easy. Why we do not make? I know that. Why because we had already made in Google Slides, so we only copy paste it.
Okay. So what have you learned on with this Microsoft presentation, which is different from slides?
But
It is same.
It is almost
something are like that. Like we can in the presentation we can some fita are added in the module-4th. Like the we can make the shape.
This is what I'm looking. This answer is what I'm looking.
Hierarchy, shapes, these are the more extra things we can do. We can do, yeah.
That way I can see that okay, there is some return in investment.
Return in investment, return on
The
time
rest is
investment.
maths and science.
Investment.
Maths and science.
There will be one more.
What?
Wait.
Animation.
Animator. The animator. Just 10 minutes.
Any question?
I don't have anything.
Kartik Bhaiya, any question
No.
regarding this
No.
slide? Okay. Anything that is coming to your mind regarding roti?
I think no, no.
We need to work on this slide more in detail. Okay?
This week or this review presentation or after this review presentation?
See, this anyway, what you have to add are things that during review you also have to work on.
So I take a I bring a solution for this. I know it is very less. That I was explaining there. So then I thought it is very less, but for that I have a solution. I will write in my notebook daily.
What you will write?
What
The
I have
roti, the learning,
What I have
what I
learned,
learned
what-
today.
in my reflection notebook. I think
Do you have a reflection notebook for that?
I have. Means we have.
Had said one day,
But
you have
it's
to
very-
write in notebook what we learned in today.
Makes sense, no? You are writing your day, okay, today I've learned this, and this. Because when you write, today I've done this chapter in your this thing, तब automatically it comes.
That one chapter जो है वो तो आ जाएगा deep learning से. But if you are learning some extra thing without extra means जिसमें including जो include नहीं है academic से, that thing we have to write. I will write.
What you were doing? What you learned to do? क्या था?
Thirteen.
Making hole in the
Digging.
digging. You were saying it's the first time you are doing digging or something like this.
No
And
half
how nicely you are sewing,
How to make like
cutting the tree.
And
But that
then I learned this one also to make material. Mixture of
I
sand,
also learned.
cement and
the ratio.
Hold it from here.
ratio, bye.
three things वो भी आ गए. Means I have
Make
to
two circles
think about
for
it and
eye.
yeah, that solution I have to apply.
And then two color.
Okay. So you are when are you doing this one again?
After presentations,
After presentation means what?
after this model presentations.
Me-
After this
means we can do it on deep learning. Deep learning.
No, deep learning and this one is different.
deep learning में एक ऐड कर लेंगे स्लाइड रोटी का.
हाँ,
Deep
कर सकते हैं.
learner platform में, you know, deep learning and learning.
No,
of
इसी
the
में
mind.
रोटी इसी में maybe after this model presentation I will do.
All model presentation. Then year presentation will start. And after year presentation you will start all
I'm
the
just
that.
giving a date. Maybe it can happen before also. Maybe, but Thursday से पहले I will